Yes, people. Welcome back to another stream. I'm here with Noisy Bob Mulv. Yes, Mulv. How are you doing?
I'm brilliant, mate. Buzzing.
It means four, doesn't it?
It means four. I was just telling you, I've got increasingly more buzzing since the weekend. At first it was all right, it was great, but it's every day since it's gotten even better. Feeling great, man.
Yeah, still basking in that 4, Pete. And Daps, yes, Daps as well. Is Mike muted? I think. Daps, you muted. Have I muted you? No, I can't unmute you. You need to unmute yourself, Daps.
He's giving it the 4.
Yeah, he's
there we go. There we go.
There we go.
It was you lot that came up with that, wasn't it?
It means 4. Yeah. So Freddie tweeted it, and then since then, City you've gone on with it. There's shirts about it.
So when we were in the car on the way from the ground back to my apartment, and we were trying to come up with ideas for Steve's t-shirts. You know, he did the treble one.
Yeah.
And then I saw that and thought, that is mint, you know. That is mint. The way it means 4, brilliant.
It means 4,
you know what?
Yeah.
And the way you used the blue 4 over it, because you see City have done that, no one...
Yeah, they've done the line over it.
They've done it in pink.
Yeah, in pink. It's the
they
until
missed
now.
The trick with that. They should have done it in blue. I don't get the pink thing, but same as, listen, buzzing.
Yeah.
I've been living on cloud 9, to be honest, since that Tottenham game, because I was, obviously it wasn't as bad as Istanbul, but I was so nervous for that Tottenham.
Same.
So nervous, yeah.
I think we can all agree that Spurs was the be all and end all of the season. But I think we all knew everyone else we could beat.
Yeah,
it was, and then if we could get to Spurs without dropping points, I think we knew that it was all on that game. I had no worries about West Ham at the weekend. I was still nervous going into it, but I knew we could beat them. And it's Spurs away. That's the difficult one.
That was it. It was the Spurs away one. I'll be honest. I looked at the running for quite some time, and I wasn't ruling out any of the away games because I never do. I think that's. I know Arsenal fans looked at a lot of games and said guaranteed wins and whatever, and I was saying like the Brighton game for me was one that I was a little bit. Any away game for me, I just think. The Premier League's good enough that if you're not on your job, right? And this is the thing: if City were on their job, we beat anyone in the world. But it was just But the minute we beat Tottenham, it was just like that was it. And yeah, the game itself, like on Sunday, it was just there was points. There was a moment, kind of. Firstly, when Foden scored, tears in my eyes. I'll be honest with you, yeah, because it was like I feel like for years we've had all these great players, right? But they've always made us wait on the last day of the season, so about till later in the game. And it's kind of fitting that Foden, the Manchester boys, said, "Nah, not this year. This year I'm making it a party from the beginning."
Yeah, party from the off.
That moment, and then after we got off the pitch, when we were just kind of like waiting for the trophy parade, I kept just kind of standing there, just looking around, and I could see every now and again other people doing the same thing, and just taking it in that we've just done a 4P, right? And I went into this season kind of saying why not, but I'll be honest with you, a lot of points this season I was thinking we're not going to do it, you know. And
I think we've said it a lot of times on this panel show. Like we've said a lot that we're not sure what we'll come away with. I think you always back us at heart, but then sometimes you look at it and go, don't know what we're going to win this year. It starts to feel very transitional. Obviously, with the players that we lost. And then you start looking at going our squad depth this season when we first went into it.
Yeah.
We're all looking at that going, it's not good enough.
No one's speaking about how people forget, right? But if you go back to those first few weeks when we had the Super Cup, right? Remember that extra game that no one else had, the Charity Shield? As usual, the smallest breakout of all the Premier League teams. Got to remember when we started off, I think Stones was injured, Bernardo Silva was injured. At the start of the season, we were missing a lot of players at the start of the season. And, you know, people forget about that. And it's just, you know, it's just Pep's a genius, man. It really is.
Yeah, my nerves got a lot better when over the last month when he started being able to fit, and he figured out how to fit Kevin and Phil in the same side.
Yeah.
Like I was chill after that.
That was a big turning point. That.
Yeah. Because most of the season, I think we thought, you know, we're not as creative. We're not at our creative best this season. And then when he figured that out, I was calm.
I think a strange decision Pep made towards the final weeks of the Prem was deciding to just abandon wingers. So you know what? We don't want wingers. We want Phil and Kev in the middle. No wingers. We'll use Walker and Vardio as our wingers. And obviously, Vardio was getting himself goals, having really good performance on that left-hand side. So I get it. But still, when you've got players like Doku and Grealish and things like that, it's just unfortunate that they just have to miss out.
I think what I've realised this season, really more than ever, is how Pep uses 2/3 of the season not only to work out it's not only to work out what system he wants to play or whatever, but it's also to work out who he trusts. Because I think if you could get a group of 100 City fans and say, kind of any time in the first 4 months, look, business end of the season, you must win every single game. Every single player in the squad is fit. Who are your centre backs? I think most of us would have said at the start of the season, well, it's Diaz and Stones, right? Akanji earned his trust, right? Where he said, nah, I trust you this season. Like, and Akanji was being picked before Diaz. Let's be clear. Akanji this season has been our best centre back. I honestly believe that.
Diaz hasn't had a good season.
No, he hasn't. But Akanji, and the mad thing is that I'm saying centre back. Akanji's played right back. He's played left back. He's inverted and played the Stones role. And the guy just gets on with it and puts in a shift. I always remember the second half against Palace, right, where I think Vardio got injured, just a little knock, and Akanji came on left back and was probably the best player on the pitch at left back. He was unreal. Yeah, I'm just going to go and grab my drinks. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Yeah. Sound. Daps has got a Just Eat on the way chat. So that's that. Whilst Daps is doing that, I do have some member chats and super chats. Yes, Dr. Footy with a super chat. Big up, mate. Dr. Footy also eats Zabuti. JP, yes. He says, had a nightmare that Nunes was still at the football club. Believe in Nunes, mate. Believe. I'm going to believe in Nunes until he's not at the club. I don't think he'll get sold this summer. No. What are your thoughts on Nunes, Mole?
Yeah, no, we talked about him in our last pod.
We did. Yeah,
we didn't know how to really rate him because he hasn't seen the pitch enough to really make a proper judgment. I think he's a great footballer. It's just he needs to find a role in this side, and
I don't think he's been given. He's not been had the luxury of the game time this year. I don't think he's been fortunate enough for us to allow him the game time either because of how high pressure it's felt for a long
Everything's
time.
so high stakes. You know what I mean? Like you can't take chances.
It's felt like that all season.
Yeah.
I feel like we've not like sometimes when you have a season, you can have like a little bit of a few games where you go, oh, he'll fit in here. We can like allow him a little bit of game time. I just don't feel like we've had that at all.
I think one of his greatest strengths is getting in behind a high line. Mm-hmm. Kevin does that really well as well. So when we do, the problem is we very rarely play against the high line. Nobody likes to play that against us.
No, it's suicidal to play that against us.
Yeah, meaning his strengths are sort of nullified by the fact we just don't play anybody that plays that way. But I think there will be moments, maybe Champions League, where you play teams that are a bit braver, that want to come out and play against you, where he could be more impactful. It's just finding those moments, I think.
I think he'll get his time next season, and I think that's when we can proper judge him and whether or not his career should be at City or not. Big up to everyone in the chat, by the way. If you haven't already, do us a favour, hit the like button, subscribe channel if you are new. Go check out Mulv at Noise Pod and go check out Daps. Obviously, you can follow him on all socials and that. Right, Buddy, yes, mate, with the 8 months. He says, saw a ginger bloke at the Etihad recently on Ollie's Instagram story. I have to say, KDB might have had a few too many drinks. Anyway, here's to another 8 months. Yes, Buddy, mate. That fat ginger bloke, he had a good game, and he didn't have a good game. He gassed out. And by the way, I've got to play football at 9 o'clock tonight, and my legs are killing me from that. Genuinely killing.
That was my first thought, by the way, when I saw your pictures, was he looks vaguely like KDB.
Someone like said I look like
rough hangover version of KDB.
A rough hangover version. Yeah, you never said fat, buddy. You never fat shame, innit? Someone said I look like Ray Winston, a young Ray Winston. And, I looked at that, and was it Ray Winston? I can't remember. So, but there was a lot. There was a lot of there was a lot of comparisons. Like shit, yes, with the 5 months. Says so happy, 4 in a row. We are the champions. The mentality of the lads is unreal. Let's get it more memorable with winning the FA Cup.
What are you reading these off of?
Oh yeah, this. Are you wondering what this is? Yeah, it prints out the super chats.
Proper so that
it breaks the fourth wall, isn't it? Like,
yeah. Okay.
So it comes up in person. Like when people super chats, it just prints out like that.
That's cool.
And then at the end of the year, the tax year, we just give all our accountants these. We don't.
Hey, you know how important it is to have a paper trail these days, mate?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Need that paper trail. Ali, Jordy, what was that video I seen on Twitter? I don't know. I cannot speak. I don't know what video you're talking about, mate. I'm going to guess it's one of me dancing. And if it's that one, then I don't know, mate. I was drunk. Right, going back to football then, obviously. Title talk, obviously, we've had that. Before we'll go into FA Cup talk as well. But before we go into that, there is 115 rumours. We'll get Daps' opinion when he's back. But Tolmy, you know what I mean? You all know the situation with Tolmy. Some people choose to believe him. Some people don't. Some people like to completely swerve the idea. But he's been coming out and giving it big un the past 2 days. He said that City, this is only 12 hours ago to be fair, he said that City to be cleared this year, 2024, he said there'll be zero ambiguity for rivals after it says once and for all. And I think there was something else as well. But
I've just seen one from Kevin Parker.
Ooh, Kevin Parker.
Yeah, like 15 minutes ago. I have a feeling they've already cleared their name. Just how the Premier League get themselves out of it is the issue.
Yeah, so this is something that I keep thinking now is I've thought for a long time that I think we're looking good in this case. I think it is the Premier League trying to save face. And because they'll be on exit strategy mode now. Because they've gone so... They'd have benefited by not going so public and tried to keep this under the wraps.
Benefited by going for one charge they thought they had us banged to rights on instead of the 115
instead of the
right?
115 because now it's looking
we're not talking about 115, are we? Fuck.
Just briefly.
We're on a brief sidestep to apparently 115 being cleared this year now.
I just saw that. I saw. Do you know what? I'm in a spin about it because it's 1 minute I hear one thing, next minute I hear something else, and then I saw Huey tweeted earlier on about it being sorted in. Someone told me that apparently the case is in June. Then I hear the case is in October.
Yeah, I keep hearing different things, but the rumor now is that Tom is coming out, a few other people coming out now saying that City are going to be cleared. It's just the thing that's going to take the longest is how the Premier League.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Cleared because
but
that's atrocious for the Prem. That's horrendous for the Prem to come at City like that and then miss basically.
But this is the thing with all this stuff. It just seems to be regurgitated. That came out about 3 weeks ago. Remember when someone posted a kind of statement, and in that statement, it was no. It was
one of the board member guys, and he was basically giving it the big one, wasn't he? Like saying,
"I'm really confident.
I'm really confident. Yeah, watch it all unfold." Because which is basically him going out saying, no, we know we're clear.
Well, do you know, the funny thing is, and now what I think it said in there is that apparently City have already been offered a settlement, turned it down and said no, because a settlement makes us look guilty. Take it to court, we'll beat you in court. And now, the Premier League and City are now working together so that the Premier League don't look like absolute weapons.
It's a save face, it's a save face.
It's a save face. Now, when the charges came out, 16 months ago I said at the time, when people go in, it's bizarre, there's charges about grass, there's charges about the drug testing area, there's stupid little charges. I remember on multiple shows I used this kind of analogy, that if the police came through my front door and they were looking for bodies, drugs, guns, and they found a spliff in an ashtray, they could still basically say, well, you were guilty of something, so we're not going to pay for your door that we kicked off, right? And when I looked at it, I thought, if you're coming at us for such big things to do with financial fair play, why the fuck are these stupid little charges in there? And now it's kind of, it makes sense that ultimately, even if they find us guilty of a few little charges, we pay a stupid little fine, right? The Premier League can still go with the narrative, well, they were guilty of something, to try and save face. But we just want it done now, don't we? Because it's got to a point now where
it's long, isn't it?
I mean, I just got here. In fact, I've literally just arrived, looked at my phone, and I had a message this morning. My daughter, I was recording my daughter, and she said, I said, Kiana, do you actually support City? And she said, no, I don't like football. She said, but when I get married, my husband has to support City. And when I have a child, they have to support City, because your daddy supported City and your daddy's daddy supported City. And I have to make sure I keep it in the family, right? And this guy's messaged me saying, don't know who he is, random, probably a gooner, saying, by the time your daughter gets married, you're going to be in Division 2. And it's kind of like now, the way that people are clinging on to this one last hope that something's gonna happen, right?
It's the last little bit of hope to put us down with everything that we've done, and when that's taken away from them, they'll lose their head.
We're cheats anyway, right? That's what they're gonna say.
The thing is, and you mentioned it there, right? Obviously, to bring it back to that, like the Premier League, the way that they're gonna save face is we are going to be charged, because we'll be charged with not cooperating. The exact same thing happened with the UEFA case, and so what happens with fans? Your average fans who want to just call us cheats, like the UEFA thing. You got away with that. You did cheat the UEFA thing. No, you're not even looking into it. Yeah. We got done for not cooperating, not cheating. We got done for not cooperating. That's why we paid the fine. That's why we had a reduced squad, not because we cheated.
But then
that is it.
The bizarre thing with that is that. If you don't have to present evidence till you're taken to court. So really, that, I think City probably could have, with UEFA, probably could have beat that charge, actually, the not cooperating. It probably was the same thing that we actually said, yeah, cool, hit us with that, whatever. But I don't know, it's annoying. It's annoying because it's that one last thing for people to not respect us, like to not give us the respect we deserve and to try and make out. And if you really think about it, it's like, it's got nothing to do with what has been achieved on the football pitch. Absolutely nothing to do with it.
The problem, Daps, is that we have properly done those teams. Those teams have gone off and had their best league campaigns in their club's history, and they've not won the league.
Yeah.
And that has properly done their heads in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But Arsenal this year got, what was it? I can't remember how many points Arsenal got this year, but even like, look at the Liverpool team is the best example. 97 points, was it?
Yeah.
And and didn't win a Prem. That is ridiculous.
It's to a point now where, unfortunately, it's got, for me personally, where I don't even want to debate things with rival fans anymore, because I'm kind of like, do you know what? I used to be able to have a proper football chat with rivals, but now, like, my group chat, where I live, most of my best friends are Arsenal fans. When we won the league on the last day, they started writing 115, did it again. We're 41 years old. I put in the group, lads, you're 41-year-old men. Grow up. Like,
you can't have a serious conversation like anymore. Like, it's always, if people just go, that's all they resort to is 115. They don't want to talk about anything more.
It's just excuses. But you know what? It is what it is. Let's be clear. Did it impact the way any of us felt last Sunday?
They want it to, but it hasn't.
Have you woke up with a smile on your face?
That's the thing. That's exactly what they want. They want it to have some weird effect on us that we're all going to be really upset about this 115 thing. It's going to loom over us forever. When in fact, none of us care. We're just living in the moment and watching our team win things.
100%.
Mate, send us back down to Division 2 and I'll watch Division 2 matches and watch us win things there.
Mate, that's the thing. I in Mint Lounge on Sunday night, said to a few people, do you know what, next season we might win the league, we might not. Personally, by the way, I think we will do the 5-peat, but irrelevant to that, sooner or later, one day, because we know it, because we've lived it, right, we will not be as good. It might be in 5 years, might be in 10 years, might be in 15 years. We might end up still in the Champions League, but not being as dominant. We might end up in the Europa League. We might drop further. But the fact is, we are making memories that no one has ever made before. And in 10, 15 years' time, we're all going to be doing a podcast together still, or in a pub together still, and talking about them memories, right? That's all that matters. It's just like, and the funny thing is that those fans don't get it, but they're still that we're creating memories now, but they still want to talk about the Invincibles or talk about Fergie, but they don't get that we're creating our generation's history right now, and it's the best history that's ever been made.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right, mate. You're exactly right. Right then, there's some super chats here. Yes, professional sex bot. Yes, professional sex bot. That's professional idiot.
He changed his name.
He changes his name every 2 weeks. Okay. So now he's professional sex bot. Yes, mate. With a super chat, it says, if we're cleared early of the charges, we must have 115 merch to sell. It would be absolute shithousery to do. Oh, mate, yeah, 100%.
Well, did you not see a couple of weeks ago when United got into the final, a United supporter created this
the badge,
right? And everyone, it was all City fans going, "I'm buying that."
Yeah, it worked the exact wrong way around. That
bit of an own goal. That,
but then the thing is, they were like, "Actually, I'm not buying it off a red. Can a blue make this, and we'll buy it." And that's the thing. I don't know. It's just people don't get it, but. Yeah.
The Rob Middleton, yes, with a super chat says Yappa Daps are blue instead of Yabba Dabba Doo, I guess. Yappa Daps are blue. And the stream, Dave, yes, with a 13 months says we beat United in the FA Cup final twice in a row. It's going to be double sweet. We need to strengthen this summer, though. Yeah, we do need to strengthen this summer. Have you boys seen the Paqueta news?
Yeah.
Paqueta he's been charged, so they're holding it up, aren't they? So he's got until I think the 4th of June or 6th of June.
That's done.
But regardless of that outcome, City will sidestep that now.
Yeah, I think the fact they've been, from what I've heard they're talking to Bruno already, or maybe talking to Newcastle. Me personally, by the way, I like Bruno. I wanted both, but I like Bruno more because I think it really helps with that Rodri cover. So, yeah. But ultimately, even if I think he said he's going to challenge it, but
yeah, he has. He said he'll clear his name,
right.
but it'll take too long.
We've seen how long it takes when you challenge something, right?
Yeah. We're first-hand experienced that. What are you saying, Mulv? Do you rate Bruno?
Well, first of all, I'm not worried about the favela McAtee his betting scandal. No, actually, I thought he was perfect for us, Paquetá.
I thought he'd be
that's
good.
a shame. Bruno from Newcastle would be amazing. I mean,
I've rated him since he's been there.
The two midfielders in the league that currently not at City that I'd love to get my hands on would be Douglas Luiz and Bruno G.
Yeah.
So either one of those for me would be brilliant.
What do you think about the price, boys? 100 mil release clause, isn't it? So
do you know what the price is? That's the bit that throws me, right? The price. But then I sit here and I kind of look at the market and I think, do you know what? The price is what it is. Caicedo costs what? Enzo costs what?
He's in that category, isn't he? He's in that like Rice.
His prime age is for me. He's 26 years old. I think that's why we can get him because I've been looking at. I've wanted him for a while because I always said with cover for Rodri, you can't get cover for the best six in the world that's going to have a good mentality because they're ultimately coming to sit on the bench, right?
Yep.
Unless it's a young player, well, we let Lavia go, so that one's gone, and to be fair, he's pretty injury prone. Or alternatively, you get someone like Bruno Guimaraes or Gundogan that can do the 8 role and can be a starter in the 8 role, but when needed, if Rodri gets suspended or Rodri just needs a rest, can drop back into the 6 role. And that's perfect with Bruno. I've seen his passing range. Passing range is very underrated for me. And what I do love about him is he's got a bit of a dog in him, which I think maybe at the moment we miss that a little bit. That, someone that can be a bit of a shithouse because I think it's always good. We've always had one of them, and I think we need one of them at the moment. So I'd love to get him. I think City at the moment are trying to talk down the, yes, 105 is the release clause for a month, but we want to pay a little bit less.
Yeah, I seen apparently they're looking at trying to do a deal, and Newcastle are happy to do a deal at around 80.
I think that one of the biggest things with this is, firstly, his release clause is only for a month. I think, secondly, that we have to strike soon, right? Because Newcastle, the rumours are Newcastle have to generate some money, right? Well, you've got us after Bruno, you've got Arsenal apparently after Isaac, you've got Liverpool after Anthony Gordon, right? Mm-hmm. Now, they're not going to sell all 3, right? No. They're only probably going to sell 1, maybe 2. I think with Bruno, at his age, I think he's 26. Last season, Bruno maybe would have said, I'll stay at Newcastle because we could challenge soon. After this season, he's probably going, do you know what, 26, I need to move on. So I think we need to strike early, and maybe to our advantage a little bit is the fact that that Anthony Gordon will be very busy with the World Cup at the moment.
Yeah, with the Euros, yeah.
So with the Euros, sorry. I don't know did Sweden qualify?
Not sure, mate. Not sure. I'd have to look into it. In fact, they might have done.
But we need to use that to our advantage. Get in there, get it done. Because I think we're probably all in agreement that Nunes isn't cutting the mustard.
Not yet. I'll still give it another year. I don't think he'll be used in that role. I think that's why we need backup for that role. I think we'll utilise him over the next season. Riku, yes, Riku, 11 months says, big up, gents. I hate when people resort to 115, but when I give a toss, I just answer one charge and they never respond, which is very, very true. I know, Mulv, you've got to get off soon. So, thoughts of the weekend? Nervous? Not nervous? What are you thinking?
Not nervous. Not nervous.
Stone cold. He's a stone cold killer, he's Mulv.
Well, I wanted the 4 in a row. Badly. So we've got that. It's ultimately I don't think I'll mind too much if we don't win it. It'll be a shame because we got the parade the next day and that. But no, Something's changed in my demeanor when it comes to playing the rags these days. I just
I think we should have a spring in our step.
Yeah.
Banter club. I'm
the
sorry.
Polar opposite clubs at the moment.
Yeah, I mean that manager's a dead man walking. They're not playing for him.
Yeah. He's gone soon.
Yeah,
I heard he's going on Monday. I heard
he's going on Monday as well. Do you have, Mulv, any pre-match, pre-derby day ritual kind of thing, or not?
Not really. The only thing we've got going right now is my missus has a T-shirt, a Haaland T-shirt that she got from the club shop that is on a massive winning streak. So the missus has a lucky shirt going. So I've tried to talk to her into wearing it this weekend and then putting it away.
Yeah, retire it. Retire it
on a high. Like
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you don't want to wear it out.
Yeah.
You don't ride that look too much and it'll fall off.
Maybe sometime in the future, but we might have to whip it out.
On a big game, Champions League final, you know what? You might have to get the shirt out.
That's the only thing I've got going. No, I live in Dallas. I'm up at the pub with the rest of the Dallas supporters group, and just having a good time, getting a few drinks in.
Yeah, man. Do you have a score prediction for us?
I'll go 3-1. 3-1 City.
I mean, it's our favourite scoreline, that.
That's a bit boring, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's fine.
So when you said about pre-match rituals, I just went to get my superstition thing, and I think I've left them at home.
Oh no!
I know. So How
long's that drive?
No. It's only United. I don't think we need it.
It's all United. Not worth it.
So a few years ago, when we were in a title race with Liverpool, right? I wore a City top on the day of a game. It wasn't against Liverpool. It's just a day of a game, and we lost, right? And I just thought, and then I think a week later, the same thing happened. So I said, do you know what? No more merchandise on the day of the game until the Villa game. And on the Villa game, I wore these Man City socks that I'd got with just 1894 on them. That's all it's got on them. And we won. And then since then, I don't wear them to every game. Don't worry. But the big games, I bring them out on. And we've never lost with them on. And I washed them because I wore them at the weekend against West Ham. And I washed them purposely to bring them. And I fucking think I've forgotten. I'll have to search for them.
But
yeah, it is United, and I just the morning of the game, I'll be nervous. I will. It's just derby day. It always happens because it's a egg on your face if you don't beat them. Mm-hmm. But to be honest with you, and we want to beat them just because we want to beat them. But even if we were, and by the way, I think we are going to beat them. Even if we do lose to them, their chance of doing something to stop us doing something relevant, was last year or was in the league this year, right?
Yeah, nothing on this.
This is for me, this feels like a bonus day out.
Do you know what it is? It's a victory lap.
Yeah.
And it's a guard of honour. It's almost literally like we get to chant City have won 4 in a row. Have you ever won a 4-peat, have you fuck, right? To the one group of people, it hurts the most, right? It's literally like they've gone, yeah, we'll give you them because they're the ones this is going to kill. And so I think I actually genuinely think we might batter them as well. I think we could genuinely batter them. Because
I'm going to say that. And Boom, I know you need to go. So I appreciate you coming on in it as always. So
thank you both.
Chat, make sure you go check out Mulv.
Mulv, quickly, do you want to give a big shout out to Eddie? Because he's getting released from hospital tomorrow. So do you want to give him a big shout out? Because I know you're a fan of Eddie.
Oh, Eddie from the lads.
Eddie.
Big up, Eddie.
Eddie.
Hope you get well soon, pal. Glad to hear you getting out. Fantastic. Thank you, boys.
Yeah, man. See you later, Mulv. Right, Daps, mates. It's on to score predictions for the week. Obviously, you're there. You're ready. You're in it. You're ready to go. You're raring.
Yeah.
Session tonight or what? Are you a calm one tonight?
tonight should be a calm one, but I don't think I have many calm ones, to be
Yeah,
honest. So.
yeah, I don't think that fit. We're built from the same cloth. We don't think we have that
doesn't
word.
really fit for me. But I think so. Steve's doing some stuff tomorrow for City. So
yeah.
Do you know what it is? I'm like a big kid at Christmas, right? So I was looking forward to last weekend. Couldn't wait. Had the best weekends, and then travelled back down to where I live, which is kind of like 45 minutes north of London, Monday. And was like, I just can't wait for the weekend already. I can't wait. It's a bit of a thing because last year I couldn't do Wembley because I was doing Istanbul, so I had to have my daughter. So this year, and I was due to come down yesterday and I've got tomorrow off work anyway, just because I was going to come down. And then I just thought, I just want to get down there and get in the mood because I don't know what everyone's going. The Euros are coming great. I can't wait for August already because.
Same.
It's just, I hope we do well in the Euros and whatever, but it's not City, is it? It's not City.
Some people love internationals, yeah. Like Harry Kane, do you remember that thing we did with Gary Neville? And he was like how he loves playing for internationals and he's more international than he is club kind of thing. And as a fan, I don't know if there is any fans who love internationals more than love the club.
There are some out there, I think, still.
Yeah, there probably will be some, but it just doesn't hit the same at all. Nah. I think your club's what you die for. The countries are just a bit more like, especially when we've got Southgate, it's just a bit shit.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, do you know what? I'd probably say when I was younger, there was a period where, like, because if you think 98 Euro 98, we weren't in a great place then. As a club, so Euro 98. So
you can attach easier to the
Euro 96. It was that period. It was like, do you know what the thought of winning? Because obviously, well, up until that point, I'd never won nothing. But it was the thought of. But I don't know. I just feel like over the years, it's just been sucked out of us, bro. Like this.
Yeah, facts.
It's been completely sucked out of us. And if we saw some good football, people playing in the right position and whatever else, then. You know, maybe we would, but for me now, I'm definitely club over country. Prediction, I won't give a score prediction, but I think we're going to smack them. I think it's going to be. I predict both teams to score, but I'm basically fuck it 4-1.
Yeah, I was actually going to say 4-1. I think they'll score, but I think we'll batter them 4-1. Which is mad to say. I hate Derby Day as well. But
yeah, do you know what? It's one of them ones where. Even being the most confident going into it, when it gets on the morning of Derby Day, no matter what, it's there, innit? The nerves are there.
Yeah, like, the nerves hit me straight. I feel sick on Derby Day. Some people probably feed off it and love it. I'm not one of them guys. I'm like, more, can we skip to the result? I just want to see the result. Rip the Band-Aid off. Let me see it.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like. This one, it's even more of a bonus because I honestly didn't think we were going to beat Chelsea. We just come back from Real Madrid. We're cream crackered. We didn't play well in that game.
We didn't play well.
But we didn't. The mad thing is, we didn't play well, but I don't think we were the worst team. I still think we were the better team, even though we didn't play well. But because of that, I feel like this is just a bonus where we get to go out, celebrate, beat them lot, and yeah.
It's basically the warm up party for the parade.
Yeah.
Are you coming up for the parade or no?
Nah.
Staying down.
Is it Monday? Oh, hold on. It's Bank Holiday Monday.
Bank Holiday Monday. Yeah.
Oh, maybe I forgot it was Bank Holiday.
If you need somewhere to stay, mate, you can hit me up.
Do you know what? And my boss is off on Tuesday as well. So yeah, do you know what? I wouldn't rule it out. I would not rule it out.
Give me a text, innit?
But do you know what? Scott Carson, let's just talk on Scott Carson. I believe he's getting a new deal.
It just confirmed, signed, done. Signed, sealed, delivered.
And do you know what I love about that even more? The fact that Pep and everyone else at the club don't give a shit that he went to the fucking party and nearly beat someone up. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, like literally a couple of days after getting kicked out of the party, a couple of days later.
Gets a new contract.
Gets a new contract. No, Craig, mate, was saying the parade's Sunday. We're saying it's Bank Holiday Monday because obviously.
Hold on, when is the parade?
Sunday.
Oh, whoa! I need to look at. I thought it was Monday. The parade is on Sunday.
Yeah, parade Sunday, 7:30.
Oh, do you know what? I could just jump into. Oh, my car's here. Now it's on Sunday. I'm feeling.
He's convinced. Yeah, he's thinking about it.
Check up that. I thought it was on Monday, like it usually is.
Yeah, no, I thought it'd be Monday, but no. They've got the half marathon runners doing the half marathon on Sunday, and then they've got at 7:30 they've got the parade Sunday night.
Do you know what? It's going to get to a point soon where we just stop parading.
Yeah, I know. It's too normal. It's too normal.
It's just next year. I do think we'll do the 5 peak. So,
Craig Pie time there saying it was Calvin Phillips who Scott Carson was trying to fight. By the way,
really?
That's insane if true.
I would love to know the reason.
Yeah, I'd love to know why. Like what caused?
Has Phillips played for us at all this year? Yeah, he had. Right,
he has. He's not got enough to get a medal. He's played 4 times.
Carabao.
He's played 4 times this season, but he's not enough to get a medal.
Yeah.
That's pretty mad.
One last thing for you. I don't know if you've ever thought about this, right? But Rodri got suspended, and he missed Newcastle in the Carabao.
Yeah, Wolves.
Arsenal in the league, Wolves in the league, right? Mm-hmm. So that means, firstly, knocked out the Carabao, right? If Rodri wasn't suspended and did play, would we have been knocked out the Carabao? Would we have gone on and won that, right? I'm just doing what ifs because every other fan base loved doing them. Mm-hmm. If he played in the league, I'm pretty confident we wouldn't have lost to Arsenal, right?
Yeah. So
let's say we drew with them. That's 2 points better off for us, right? Mm-hmm. And 2 points. Sorry, that's 1 point better off for us and 2 points worse off for Arsenal. So 3 points in total. And then I'm pretty confident we would have beat Wolves. 6 points. But then the only other game that we went on and we lost to Villa when once again Rodri was suspended. Mm-hmm. If Rodri hadn't got suspended, we could have done this league probably about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, if Rodri hadn't been suspended, we've been chilling.
And potentially won a Carabao Cup.
And potentially, won a Carabao Cup in there as well. Someone just reminded me then in the chat, I think it was Alec. Yes, Alec, I hope you're well, mate. That getting the double back-to-back, that's also a record.
Oh, is it?
Never done before, yeah. No one's ever done the FA Cup and Prem back-to-back twice.
It's so mad how the double... If you sit and think about what City have achieved under Pep, and you sit here and you go 100 points, treble, 4p. If you go and look at things like, I always think about the fact that we did the 100 points, then we did the Formidables back to back with I think a total points of something like 196 points across the 2 seasons.
Yeah, crazy numbers.
It's just not then lost 1 season, then went back to doing it all over again. It's
just going back to doing what we're doing.
It's absolutely insane. And even the fact that if you look at, I think 2 weeks before the end of the season, I swear Arsenal had about nine goals on us. We ended the season actually scoring more than them with an equal goal difference to them. We have to get ready for when Pep. We do have to get ready for when Pep goes because it's going to be a bit different.
Yeah. Our expectations should be leveled out back to normality.
I think the funniest thing is when people say, when Pep leaves, City are fucked, right? And that's the thing that I think, no. When Pep leaves, it becomes a bit more even, right?
Yeah, levels the playing field.
We won league trophies before Pep arrived. We won pretty much a trophy every season before Pep arrived. So I don't think... And that was when we weren't so established. We didn't have as an established squad. We didn't have the DNA we have now. And I just think people are... It's another one with like 115. It's 115 or Pep is going to be the downfall. But it's not going to be a Chelsea downfall. It's not going to be a Man United downfall. It's going to be okay, we go back to competing a bit more. But
the League Cup becomes a bit more competitive. Like, that's about it. Professional sex bot, yes, mate, with a super chat. It says, we mustn't forget that it's the 115 charges that made us lose the league. Says Ty from AFTV. That Newcastle team is about to get dismantled because of FFP. I agree. They need to sell because of the charges. Simon Clark, yes, mate, with a 16-month, says Mulv, Daps and Geordie, a lovely mix of my favourites. Yes, mate. And just before we go, Craig Party Time says the reason Carson had a Carson had a medal. Phillips didn't get given one yet, in brackets. Phillips made a comment saying you played only 2 games and won 4 titles. Blah, blah. Carson didn't like it and nearly throttled him. So, I'm not going to stir the pot, but, you know what I mean?
The problem is, listen, I don't think any of us have any hate towards Calvin Phillips, but I would certainly say that most of us would definitely have Scott Carson's back. Not that he needs it.
Yeah, definitely not that he needs it. Jeez. But I agree. I think people overlook Scott Carson's importance.
Yeah, 100%.
In this city
Pep
team.
doesn't know, clearly.
Yeah, Pep definitely doesn't.
Yeah, I think that's if you froze. I think that's the thing with there's a few people round the dressing room that are so important with the whole
Look at it this way. There's a reason why he keeps getting contracts every year.
A million percent.
Because that's how important he is.
I was thinking this. It's funny, but it's probably before Pep came to City, you would never have seen this. But when Pep leaves City, I guarantee you, him and Scott Carson continue to have chats. They will keep each other's numbers, right? And it's so bizarre, but that shows how Pep notices the smallest of little things that are so important to Scott Carson's a legend, man. Legend.
Yeah, absolutely. Right then. Well, I'm gonna go attempt to play a football match.
Again, two in 2 days. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday was a bigger one, being on the Etihad, which was
Was it pissing it down as well, by the way, for it?
Absolutely. Like insanely.
I saw it. You looked soaking.
Yeah, I was drenched, mate. Absolutely drenched. Today's just a small matter of a 5-a-side game, but because yesterday I can't move my legs. I said before, I've got such respect for footballers now after being on that full-size pitch. Like Kyle Walker bombing it up and down there, mate, is not easy.
I was about to say, how Kyle Walker, have you ever tried holding one of them big flags?
Oh, the big flags in a South Stand, them ones, the 894 group ones.
Did you see Walker running around the pitch after? Have you not seen? So Walker.
Them big I know what you're on about. Yeah, them flags. No.
He's just played 90 minutes. He's got one of them, and he's sprinting round the pitch with it. I'm thinking, this guy's off his rocker.
Insane, isn't it? It's absolutely insane. But yeah, gonna go play football, try and get my legs working again. Enjoy the weekend, Daps, mate.
I will do. I'm gonna go and get some food now, I think so.
Yeah, I'll give you a text in it, and if you decide you're gonna come up at the weekend,
I'm thinking I probably will now. So
yeah, it's on Sunday, innit? So if you decide you're coming up, you know what I mean. If you need a place to stay, you know you got me.
Appreciate it.
We'll sort it out anyway. But if so, I'll come and meet up with you. But appreciate it as always. Go check out Daps. I mean, you all you lot follow him on socials and everything anyway. So
never fail. MCFC Daps, and
never fail MCFC
let's
Daps.
Get the win tomorrow. And anyone that's at the game on Saturday, come up and say hello, please.
Yeah, right. Big up, and we'll be back tomorrow with some more content. So we'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit.